Hello? Are we back up? It looks like I'm back up. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like it's back. That's cringe. This has to be an issue with OBS itself because my internet seemed like it was fine. Yesterday, though, I had some buffering too, so I don't know. You got a what? Your mom bought it for you. Was it for Christmas or birthday or something else entirely? Dude, I'm stuck. Where am I at? What am I doing with my life? Hold on. Okay. Man, I hate when that happens. That ever happened to you where you just forget where you're at and then just the whole world comes tumbling down and then you blow up? I gotta send a message, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Where do you post food? If it is let's see. We have that one channel, Realistic Rice. That's where Miss Iron Valiant 39. That's her name. That's where Iron Valiant 39 posts their food pics. I did it again. I made that same mistake. Recently, as in today, I unfollowed and removed someone that I've known for 14 years from Instagram. And I bet you're like, well, why did you do that? Well, here's the thing. I used to know them when we were young. We were friends in school, and we've kind of kept up, but not very well. And I don't really use Instagram, but I've had to remove a lot of people that I've known who wouldn't be okay with how I live my life. And so I had to remove him because, yeah, no, since we last knew each other, he used to be really... He was really against religious anything and was a nice guy. I don't know. I mean, you can still be religious and be a nice person. But he's become real conservative and just posts Bible verses and whatever. And I'm just kind of yeah, Chief, you can keep me out of that. Oh, a cake. Is that what that is? Just a cake? okay, yeah. Kinda has a scary name. It's like, yeah, my mom bought me some caulk. And it's like, I'm sorry, what? Although then again, if you know what caulk is, it's also something used for like sealant and like filling in like holes in the wall. But it's spelled C-A-U-L-K. I mean, that exists, but I feel like that name's also kind of stupid. I always said it was caulk, like you pronounce the L. That's how I always heard people say it. But then I hear most people that aren't like in my area, they just say caulk. And I'm like, then that must be like a regional dialect thing when I say caulk. With the C, cutie. So C-A-U-L-K, caulk. Or cock, I guess as it's supposed to be pronounced. Yeah, that's the one. Some good old caulk. You go to the hardware store to get some caulk to fill your holes. I guess it's more like a sealant, you know, like you would use it if there's like a crack in the wall and like bugs are getting in, you'd use caulk for that. Or if like on your window seal, if there's a gap, you'd use caulk for that, you know? Hey, you sent a video? Word. New Zealand decking advert.
If you're like me, you find it very hard to keep your dick dry. I left my dick unprotected and it was warped out of shape in no time. I could barely recognise my own dick. Imagine that. Then I discovered Schaefer's New Zealand style dick sealant. The best way to take care of your dick.
Man, their pronunciation of that word.
Wash your dick with soap and water.
Oh, man.
And wait for your dick to dry. Once your dick is clean and dry, paint your dick with Schaefer's dick sealant. I used to be too embarrassed to invite people over to see my dick. But now, my dick's the talk of the town. I even have pictures of my dick. Check out that dick. I want to send this to my secretary. Barbara always loves to receive my dick pics. After all, summertime is all about spending time on your dick. I'll often have 20 to 30 people on my dick at once. That can really wear your dick out, causing dick splinters and discoloration. But with Schaefer's dick sealant, my dick stays a nice golden brown colour. Who wouldn't want a golden dick? I used to never let children anywhere near my dick. My dick was too dangerous for kids to play on. But it seems like every kid in the neighbourhood's been on my dick this summer, and they've all had a good time. My dick's over 70 years old, but it looks brand new. That's part of the reason all my neighbours are jealous of my dick. Isn't that right, Jim?
Yes, you've got a nice dick, okay?
His wife is always on my dick, begging me to know the secret of my perfect dick. If you like Schaefer's dick sealant, check out Schaefer's New Zealand style cock. I had a huge hole in my dick, but I fixed it by jamming some cock in it. You'd be surprised how many things you can fix by jamming cock into them. Have an extra large hole in your dick? Try Schaefer's African style cock. Just go to your local home improvement store and ask for the big black cock. Schaefer's New Zealand
oh
style
my
dick
goodness.
sealant. Don't put it on your penis. There's also a helpful number on the back. Hi. I've got a question about my dick. Schaefer's New Zealand style. Hey, get that squirrel off my dick. He knows he's not allowed to come on my dick.
Let us know your favourite minute in the comments below. Man, shut up. That was pretty funny though. Sorry, I was on the internet. Oh man, it went away. I thought I fixed it. There we go. I mean, just a second ago, it was black screen, and then it was there, then it just like up and disappeared. Sir William? More like Sir William. I can't stop thinking about the Arash skirt and hoodie. Dude, I want to wear that. Like, I'm gonna do it. I don't go to conventions because I'm afraid of being out in public. And that's not even anything to do with, like, me per se. I've just always been a bit agoraphobic, and like I've just gotten more agoraphobic as I've gotten older, and like it's not even like a joke or something funny. I just genuinely have a hard time being outside. It just makes me feel like I don't know. I mean, I know what I know, but I just don't feel comfortable talking about it. Anyway, yeah. So like if I ever did go outside and like go to a convention, I would wear that, and someone would be like, "Oh, what you wearing?" And I just be like, "Stella," and then like I would like throw flour at the ground and run away so that it looks like I poof. It's almost the end of the year. Yeah. Just like 3 more days, right? Yeah, I get you on that one too. It does feel a bit surreal. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I really thought I would be dead by now. I mean, you know, I'm millions of years old, but like unironically, I genuinely thought I would be dead by now. Instead, like, I just entered the second act of my life, it feels like. I was talking to some friends about this one time, and I was like, yeah, when I was a teenager, I genuinely planned to kill myself when I turned 25. Like, that was my plan. Like, I had laid out a foundation where I was like, I have 3 options. It's like, if I'm not A, like, doing something that I want to do with my life, you know, then I'm gonna, like, do it. I'm going to, like, just end my own life. B, unless maybe I just, I'm on the path to doing something I want to do with my life and enjoying life, I'm not gonna keep living anymore. Or C, maybe I'll just find the joy of living in general, and then like, I won't have to even worry about going through those plans. And you know what? None of that came to pass. Like, nothing's changed at all. All those years later, I turned 25 years ago, and you know what? I'm still fighting in the 90s. Like, I don't know. It's like every day that I live is like I'm fighting fate. Then again, I mean, really, how many of us really set out goals when we were 15 that we actually achieve? You know what I'm saying? 25 years ago. Yeah. I guess I should be like I turned 25 several billion years ago. But like, By technicality, right? I'm fighting the like very cardboard foundation castle that I built. And the worst part is, I can't say that I hate it this way. Talked about it before, but like I always feel like, I don't know, like it doesn't feel like my life is nearly as miserable as it was like when I was 15. And like, it's just weird. It's just like, I don't know how to put it. It's almost like a feeling that I'm not supposed to be enjoying my life. It's like a feeling where it's like I'm supposed to be suffering and miserable, and now that that's really not the case, at least like not in that regard anymore. It's like something's wrong. I believe they call that cherophobia, which is like fear of happiness, but I don't know. But back on to more fun news. Yeah, I'll try and find a dark brown skirt like that, and then I'll try and find those like fluffy boots that lady's wearing, and then I'll Stella it up. Kill. Oh wow. I forget, Yusuke-san, do you have both Alexander and Iskander like grilled to the super ultra maximum? Or is it just like one of the two? I see. Twink Alexander maxed. Based and epic. But not so much the big one. Is it because he's hard to get? See, I kind of believe in fate, but I'm not religious in any regard. I don't really believe in anything, except for like a bunch of superstitions that aren't really connected to any religion. But like, I don't know, I like to think that we all have like a fate of some sort that's kind of like cosmically ordained just by like a probability of you being born. And like, it's up to you to either fight against the fate or follow with it. It's like, like you decide your own destiny. That's just me. Stella! Boom. What did you eat for dinner yesterday, Yusuke-san? Akimitsu no. Oh, word. That was a long album. I didn't think we'd actually get through it all. We're gonna listen to some hyperflip, some mashed core hyperflip. So, yeah, you've been warned. I like this music a lot, but it's definitely not for everybody. A little loud. Okay, there we go. I always feel weird. I don't like adjusting the sound on stuff, because I always think, well, what if I forget the next time I want to listen to it? But, like, honestly, I can just adjust it again. Like, who cares? Apparently I care. Who cares? And then it's me clearly caring. Yay! I've known about this guy for a little bit, Toyo Dine, but I've never listened to their music. But then they made a new CD recently, and I was like, oh word, let me get in on some of this. And I actually bought it because I thought it was so good. So I've been listening to all their music to try and catch up. You know what I mean? If you don't know what I mean, then I don't know what to tell you. Yay! Osfatham. Ashvatham? It's like a sh sound, right? We're gonna be doing this for at least like another 20 runs. Again, not that big of a deal, but scream! Sorry, I got I almost said destroyed. I got distracted for a second by getting a message on something. Your Twitch crashed. I'm sorry. Welcome back, though. Yeah, I guess that is what happened, huh? Because the me that is locked inside twitch.tv was destroyed on your end. So, I guess that's not wrong, huh? This guy samples a lot of perfume, but I guess can you blame him? I mean, they're a good band. Hang on, I'm investigating something. I'm back. Need to feed your cat. Have fun. Don't fall. Trying to figure something out here. Alright, dialing in. No more fooling around. Hey, Pokemon. Hang on, Chief. Figuring something out. Okay. I have investigated my investigation. And I think I just closed this, like, the chat. That wasn't my intent, but hey, whatever works, right? Yeah, I did. Whatever. Yay. You'll be back for a while. Not if I have anything to say about it when I cast my disappearing spell on you. On a good note, I've gotten through what seems to be the entirety of my backlog of music for the time being, until a bunch of albums come out all at once that I feel like I want to listen to all at once. Yep. Man. I'm getting kind of bored. Slaps knee and starts laughing. I'm also just hungry. And we all know that when I get hungry, I tend to get annoying. So I just wanted to get Ashvatham up to Bond 5, and that was my main goal for the last part of this event. And after that, I was just like through. I was like, straight up, I will go and just like disappear in the woods. Yay. I need to turn a light on. It's getting pretty dark. Be right back. I'm not gonna I'm gonna stop the song. You know what? I'll just turn on the BRB and you can watch an ad for 1 minute. So I have to go get a remote to turn the light on. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Here's an ad.
This channel.
No! No!
Yeah! Smoked sausages? I remember, and then Patrick sucked in Squidward's nose. That was some freak behavior. Repeat. After me. I will not go to the Krusty Krab. Kaze Hiku no is the name of this song. Just like the Yakushima Etsuko song, you know? It's crazy. But it also just means like I caught a cold. Or like I will catch a cold? Man, I have work tomorrow. That sucks. But I guess there's nothing I can do about it unless I want to quit, which I really can't because I kind of really need money right now. Gym influencers, when you tell them their supplements more chemically processed than a Lego block, and you also tell them the sun is chemically made from a giant spinning cloud of gas. I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If it's just like powdered protein, like whey protein, that's not that bad, right? But then, like, sure, if you're taking something like supplements, as in like something that's boosting your effectiveness or something like that, then yeah, definitely. Or like creatine. But I don't know. I'm no paragon of fitness. I worked out consistently every day for months. And I mean, I gained weight. I was trying to get more muscular, but you couldn't tell. But yeah, I mean, I gained weight. Not in like a fat way either. Like you couldn't even tell where I gained weight. Because I couldn't even tell. So who knows? Maybe like actually straight up eating Lego blocks is what you need. 13,000? To kill several ants. That's funny. We love potassium. In that one isotope of it that can be found in bananas. In very, very low qualities. Not qualities, quantities is the word I was looking for. You see they're making a new One Punch Man anime come 2027. You know, maybe it'll be better animated than this one. Although, I'll be honest with you, even though the animation has been pretty smelly, I've liked this new season of One Punch Man. Like, sure, it's looked bad. I've had fun watching it. One Frame Man. Yeah, that's the one. I mean, yeah, like, genuinely, it doesn't, like, look the best, but I've liked it. Like, I've been having fun watching it is maybe the better way to put it. It still has the story, and that's like the best part, right? Yeah, that's true. You're right. And it does suck that Kimetsu no Yaiba does look so good because it gets so much praise that I feel like it doesn't really deserve. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but I just don't think it's very interesting from a story standpoint. But all people see are flashing lights and they're just like, whoa, coolest thing I've seen in my entire life. And it's like, are you serious? Hey, story level, it's not, I'm sorry, solo leveling story praise. I don't know, I thought solo leveling is like the anime kind of sucked. When I was reading it, I thought it was kind of cool, like when it was new, because there's just not a lot of like webcomics that were like it. But then like when it became an anime, and even then, towards like the end of the webcomic, I started to see it as being like less cool. But like also as an anime, I was just like, yeah, this is pretty like run of the mill. It's just like in the medium it was in, there wasn't a lot like it. Get owned, bot and chat. +1 to smite. Hooray. I won't lie, I think at the end of this album, which is in like 1, 2, 3, 4 songs, I'm probably gonna get something to eat. So like 8 minutes or so. 4 times 4 is 16. Yeah. And 7 times 9 is 63. You add those together and you get 79. Minus 12, 67. Hey, I've heard this song before. And I don't mean like the one they're sampling, but I've heard this like rendition of the song before. Do I already own this album? This is Neki Assort YY. Oh yeah, I do already own this. Huh, okay, whatever. It's good enough to listen to a second time. I just have it with a different cover. I was like, this whole thing sounded familiar, and it just turns out I've heard it before, several times actually. So then that leaves me just with Neki Assort Y Plus as the last one to listen to. Yeah. That kind of makes me like feel less bad, because I was like, there's no way that they have just made the exact same album twice. It's like, nah, it's okay, I've just already heard this one before. Space Cowboy. Hello. It's been 5 hours. I almost said 5 hours. It's been 500 years since we last heard from you. How do? Well, I hope you're doing swell. And if not, then figure something out to improve your day. Sounds so adorable. Dang. Well, thank you, I guess. And you've just woken up from a nap, feeling hungry. I get you. I know that feeling, like you wake up from a nap and you have to like remember who you are and you're like looking around confused. Happens to me a lot more often than I'd like it to, honestly, but hey. Whoa. Cyrano-chan, you've subscribed to the channel and you own not a job, but you spend $5 on TheSelleri. I'm in tears. Thank you for coming through. You can have a heart hand emoji, 'cause I heart you. I forgot, what was I doing? Oh yeah. You have the same birthday as Spike Spiegel. You know, I've already talked about it actually, so you know what, I'll bring it up again. Like, I didn't dislike Cowboy Bebop when I watched it, but I was just like, I thought it was cool, you know? Like, I don't know. I could see why other people like it, but it wasn't like 10 out of 10 would definitely watch again. But I thought it was pretty cool. That's contradictory. I thought it was cool for what it was, is maybe the words I'm looking for. You're gonna have to change your username. Is it just for brand synergy? So that when you have 10 million, billion, quintillion follower subscribers and whatever, you want to make sure that you don't get like a cease and desist by their studio. New year, new thighs. I have a friend who would do stuff like that. They would post a, how you say, thirst trap picture of them every year, and it was usually a picture of their thighs, like in fishnet stockings or something. They've never used that line before, but they might as well. Sword Art Online is better than this, that, and the third. I've actually never seen Sword Art Online. I've kind of like avoided it because I just hear too much about it for either people defending it to the ends of the earth or also people just being like really hating it. And I'm like, listen, I don't want to fall into either of your camps. So I just kind of like stay out of both of them. You know what I mean? It's like if I don't do either and I'm just like living my life free of strife, that's how I want to keep going. I ate that. You know what I want to eat? I want to eat some waffles that I bought recently. I'm usually pretty against having any pre-made foods. I like to try and eat everything. Like, I like to make all the stuff that I eat. But I'm starting to get smelly. And I feel lazy. So, like, I've started to eat frozen foods again. So I bought frozen waffles. And we'll see how those taste. Space check. That's funny. I mean, I could see it, I guess, just at first glance. Okay, just sample. They probably did. Have you not been here for the whole thing? This is what you call hyperflip, mash core, Daria core, And all these albums are themed after Miku songs and just normal like hyperflip shenanigans. So it's kind of been a lot of Miku songs, and then also Perfume songs. If you know the Japanese band Perfume, they've had a lot of their stuff sampled in this. I think these are amazing albums, but this also just makes people bleed from their eyes when they hear it. You know? You know them? Who? What? The song? Or do you know Toyodine? This is from their album Negi Assort YY. Play the original song. Called it Nightcore. You're kind of on the right track. You're on the right track. It is like Nightcore derivative, but it's also not. Because it's like you're mixing in several different songs, various sounds, and just a bunch of nastiness together. It's kind of like if you just had a bunch of leftovers and you put them in a pot and made soup. That's what this is like. That's what got you into this, that, and the third. Understandable. This is basically whatever soup. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, it's slop, but it's the slop that I eat up. I like rub my hands and lick my lips and I'm just like delicious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's food for a gal like me. Oh, word, that was the last track? Well, here's the last album of theirs that I have. I've listened to a lot of Hyperflip on stream. It's just usually everybody just like leaves the stream, you know? Remember that one time I was listening to some hardcore trance and someone said, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "Oh, word, a little hardcore trance." And then they just left. And it's like, yeah, understandable. Vegeta. Oh, word, use Caligula. Man, I'm going to use you. Have I ever tried Vegeta? Not the seasoning, unfortunately. I would like to try the other Vegeta too. He's pretty cool. Yeah, I could get it for, it looks like $8.99 at Walmart if I wanted to. As in Dragon Ball? Yeah, I mean that one, but also there's a seasoning called Vegeta and it's got like a chef on it and it's a blue container. One of the first things you see when you look it up is some Reddit thread of people saying, "Why is Vegeta seasoning considered bad?" That's pretty funny. It's just dried up veggies and MSG. I guess maybe that's why it's considered bad then. I don't know. Hey, it's the Nightbot. You hardly ever see it pop up with that because we never really hit the message threshold. Oh yeah, definitely. Everything's bad for you. Everything in moderation, huh? But like, even then, I think it's pretty bad if you eat just like one piece of rat poison. Probably still shouldn't do that. Everything in moderation, except for rat poison. Rat poison can't kill you, funny enough. No, but I'm sure it would cause, like, organ damage. Or, like, everything that's, like, a pesticide or whatnot would cause cancer down the line in life. Oh, that's what you mean? Yeah. Slipping rat poison into the Optus coffee. I mean, you could just, like, crush it up, I guess. Like, you know, like in Breaking Bad, what Walt did to that Lydia lady, how he put the ricin in the sativa so she didn't know that she poisoned herself. I guess you could do like that, you know? Just, like, put a little bit of, like, rat poison into someone's sugar every day. So then they're like, man, my coffee always tastes so funny. But little did they know, they're just like, aw, darn it. I didn't realize that this was still this into me. Oh well. You know, I really didn't like Breaking Bad when I watched it. But when I first watched it, it was like in 2013. And recently, some friends of mine in a Discord server have been watching through it. And whenever I would catch an episode, I would always think, man, like, it's not nearly as bad as, like, I remember it being. It's like, I think I might have just sucked back in 2013. You know what I'm saying? Friends in quotes. I guess so. I mean, I tend to think that everybody hates me and wants to kill me, and the people just keep me around to laugh at me or to, like, leech money or stuff off of me, you know what I mean? No one actually likes me. Everyone's a friends in quotes. Everybody's out to get me. But, yeah, anyway, they've been watching it, and I watched, like, a lot of episodes from the last season with them, and yeah, I really feel like I just had the wrong opinion on the show. I bet if I watched it now, I'd probably like it a lot more. Maybe I'm starting to see the appeal. Diluting the rat poison will make it less lethal, but more fun to see the person suffer. Dang. Him? Yes, like... Listen. I don't know what even to say to that. It's like a group of friends. And, like... I don't know. Like, shrug emoji. Don't ask how you know this stuff. Because you work for your local poison clinic. And you said it's better to expect the expected than be overconfident and get emotionally ruined down the line. Yep, happened to me 11 times, actually. Mario Kart sound effect? Pat. Yeah, I mean, I get that that's like internet head pat thing, but it makes me think of that episode of Flapjack when they were going to Cammy's Island, and there was that sailor, and he was putting the sardines in through like a window, and he's like, see, tap tap, and he'd say that, and then like they'd all fall in, and then like they try to put knuckles through it, and then he just goes like tap tap, and he just like falls in. That's what I think of. But I know that's not what you're referencing, or maybe it is what you're referencing. Maybe you're also a huge Flapjack enthusiast. Oh, word! We see in like Flapjack hate in the Twitch chat. I don't know, Chief. That's like liable to be buried 6 feet under. But we're gonna give you a straw, and we're gonna pour sludge into it so you stay alive. And you can also breathe out of the straw. Hey, Mario sound effect. I know that guy. Well, be prepared to get weirded out, because I'm going to show you the scene that I'm referencing. Let me pause this. Hang on, I gotta move. I have a Mako Fumo at my desk, and she covers half of the screen. Or, excuse me, the bottom left hand of the screen. And it's kind of hard to see things like volume buttons. It's this scene, like, right around... Let's see, a little bit before... A little bit before... Here you go.
Tap, tap.
Fulton sardines.
Revolting? Sardines is the cutest little fishes in the sea. Tap, tap.
They just ain't cute to me no more.
Tap, tap.
That's what I'm referencing. That's what I think of whenever I see Pat. I think of that scene. I guess tap is just Pat backwards. I actually really like The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Like a lot. Like a lot. I have seen it several times. Oh hey, we're not seeing the game. My fault. There you go. Iron Valiant 39, I hope you're feeling fine. And if not, then... I don't know. It's time to dine. A lot? Yes. There were several years where I used to have that I used to have that show on, just like replaying, like on repeat constantly, while I did other stuff. So like, yes. If I haven't physically seen every episode a million times, I know the script all of them a million times, unfortunately. So like, yeah. Yeah, I have like, how do I say... I've donated a good chunk of my mind to remembering stuff from Flapjack. But then again, a good chunk of my mind is also just like donated, it seems like, to remembering stuff from other like media that I like. So I guess the game was rigged from the start, you know? Hey, Pokemon sound effect. Healing, early gens. You said you're not doing fine with all, with appearance stuff. Yeah, that sucks. I get that. Like, I get that heavy. I really know what you feel, like 100 times over. But hey, the things that you listed, I mean, yeah, being short, I'm sorry, there's like nothing to do about that. But, you know, your weight thing, gyms usually have like a sale on New Year's. You know, they usually have a New Year's sale. So like, you could tap in. If you wanted to, of course. I'm not saying like you have to or you need to. But if you wanted to do something about it, and I'm not saying that you should, I just mean like if you wanted to, that's one way that you could. All 46 episodes. Yep. You got funds for the Gasser. Is it Christmas money? Or did you, like, sell some plasma? An iTunes card? I see. Funds over gym membership. You know, speaking about gym memberships, I want to start going to the gym. But, like, I run into a few fears with that. Well, actually, I shouldn't say fears. It's just, for one, I don't really have the time right now. And yes, hear me out. Hear me out. Once my work schedule changes to, like, what I hired on for, I will definitely go to one of the 24-hour gyms. Like, easy peasy. Like, I'll be getting off, like, at 10 o'clock at night. And I will gladly just like after work drive 30 minutes to the gym, work out because no one's going to be there at 10:30 at night, work out, drive home, and then, you know, just like live my life. So like, you know, even if it's busier in like the beginning of the year, hey, like who's going to be there at 10:30 at night aside from me and some other freaks? So that doesn't bother me there. I'm just trying to wait until I get to that point. But yeah, I would like to work out. Between you, me, and the floorboards, the hormones are making me gain weight. Like, I mean, that's all I could rational it out, man. Like, honestly. Because I've always been like a real skinny girl my whole life. And then like, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. But I know that if I don't like start working out or something, then it's gonna be a big deal. So I'm trying to stop that before it starts. You never see him again. Exactly. At least I have a new job. Yeah, I mean, I've been working it since November. Don't get me started. It hurts my existence to think about it. I don't like it. It puts me through pain and suffering. But whatever. And then I gotta go in tomorrow. Whatever. This is fine. Yes, I hate every job I get. The only job that I didn't even like, the only job I think I can say I liked. And that was one that I had, and I worked at that utilities company. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I liked that one, but not because I liked the job itself, but just because I got used to it really quick, and it was really easy for me to do it. So like when I would work from home, which was 3 weeks out of the month, it was pretty easy for me to just like look at my phone while working, like all day. And I mean, I might be able to get that way with this job. And this job is completely work from home, which is great. Like, you know what I mean? That's actually great. But, yeah. It just is kind of a really busy job where I'm getting calls all day long. Why did I quit that one? Because I moved. So, for a short amount of time, I lived in the state of Texas for like a year and a half. And that was, yeah, and I decided to move back to the state I come from. And I had to leave that job to do so, you know? Texas, yeah. I was only there for a year and a half. More like a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, it wasn't like the worst experience, but I really don't ever want to live there. Like again. The only good thing is that I got that job, so I have a lot of like good resume experience. So it's pretty easy, in quotes, it's pretty easy to like get call center jobs. Is it better now? Well, my living situation? Or Texas? Because I don't know what's happening in Texas. I was only there for like a year and a half, 2 years. Hang on, I'm having a coherent thought. I'm stuck. Okay, like this. Nice. You heard Texas is great. Yeah, I mean, listen. Yeah, I had some things happen there, but for the most part I didn't leave the house, so it didn't really even matter. But like, yeah, driving sucked pretty bad, but I don't like driving in general. The current state that I live in, which is the one I'm from originally, like, I guess I like it more. There's less to do because I live out in the middle of nowhere. Like, what can I do in the middle of nowhere? Go for runs and walks, which I used to do, but I really can't go out in the sun anymore, so that sucks. Explanation for that, if you don't know, is just because of the laser hair removal I'm getting done from my face and neck. I'm not supposed to be in direct sunlight. It's a whole mess, whatever. Anyway, so going for walks and runs is cool, but if I want to do anything like go to a restaurant or anything, I can't really do that. I, again, live in the middle of nowhere, about a 30-minute drive to get to, like, town. So that was the only good thing about Texas, is that if I wanted to do something, I could, but I didn't, even though I had the option to. So, whatever. Whatever. Maybe wear a hat or a cap. Yeah, yes, but that's the thing. Like, I used to just put on a bunch of sunscreen, and that was fine. And then I used to go out for walks and runs at night, but it's been cold and snowing, so I really don't want to do that. There has to be something I can do. I mean, I go to the store sometimes. That's about it for all me going outside. It's whatever. I mean, like, being like that one song by Minimum Electric Design. What's it called? Locked Girls, Brand New Rockets. That could just be me, you know? I'll just be, like, locked in the room. And that's okay. Like, I don't know. I don't have to go outside. I also feel like I'm incredibly afraid of going outside. But hey, you know? You know? You get that reference? Yeah! I like that song. Hang on, I'm sending a text message. Bro, I hate Oswatham. Like, why does he need so much Bond? What was I talking about? I don't know. Going outside, doing stuff. Yeah, so, like, if I wanted to, like, actually go to a place that has things to do, as in, like, stores that I would want to go to, or events that are hosted, I'd probably have to drive, like, at minimum an hour and 30 minutes away. And doing that just for like a day trip sucks. Why do I say that like I know it? Because we have to do it sometimes to go to stores that just like aren't in this area. And also on top of that, it's like I used to work in a city that was like an hour and 10 minutes away. And doing that drive both ways 5 times a week, it sucked. It really did. You remember that? Yeah, see? You were there for that complaining. So, like, my point being that it's like, if I wanted to do stuff, I really have to, like, I probably need to move. I quit that job. Honestly, to be real with you, it was kind of like, I pseudo quit. Like, my car exploded, you know? So, like, I didn't have a ride for, like, several weeks, and then they kind of just told me I needed to quit, or they were going to fire me, and I was like, oh, word, okay. How did that happen? Well, what happened was that, like, we had to replace, so the air conditioning stopped working, and I was honestly not bothered by it, but my parents were like, oh, that's an easy fix, we can do it, and then they did it, and they ended up, like, not doing it right, so like the radiator exploded, and then it was just like, dang, I guess I don't have a vehicle anymore. And then, fun story, we thought that was it, and then it turned out that it actually wasn't that. I didn't even have to miss all that work. It was some other part of the car that I still haven't fixed, because they ended up breaking something else when they were trying to fix it. So like, I mean, it runs. It runs. I guess maybe if I ever have disposable income, I'll see about getting that fixed, but At least right now, it's less of a priority. I have other debt that I have to worry about. So, shrug emoji. Honestly, I'd still be working at... No, I wouldn't. I had planned to work at that job for like 2 more paychecks and then I was gonna quit. And instead the car exploded, so it was like, well, there goes my 2 more paychecks plan. I still have the phone numbers of some people that I used to work with at that company. I've texted a few of them, but like, that's been it. They don't seem that interested in like maintaining contact with me, so it's like, whatever, like I'll just keep thugging it out. I didn't want to really talk to you anyway, I was just like doing it to be nice, but hey, if you're not gonna return it, like, die, I guess. But yeah, there was this one guy that I worked with, and I've talked about him before, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so when I first started that job, at the point where I was like on the job training, I was like 2 weeks on HRT, so I was still like boy modding and whatever. And yeah, I talked to that guy mostly because like he also knew Japanese, and I thought that was cool that someone that I could actually talk to like in person knew it, and I was like, this is cool, someone else to practice with. So I made the mistake of giving him my number, and then he just started like aggressively flirting with me, and then I was like, I'm really not, like, I'm sorry, but it's like, I'm not really interested. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to like hurt their feelings. And like, I've texted them a few times since then. They ended up quitting like 2 weeks after I met them. But they used to do stuff like take pictures of themselves shirtless and send it to me, and it's like, dude, I'm like, we've known each other for a few days. You're really jumping the gun here. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, in theory, we could probably have like a more normal friendship now, like, cause he was interested in me when I was presenting like as a male, but now that I don't really do that anymore, and that I have like gone, you know, I present him, and Mix tries to do that, and biology has changed due to months of HRT exposure. I bet you he would like not see me, you know, so much as a desirable target. So we could maybe have like a normal friendship that way. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I could like, if I told him that now, he would either just like stop talking to me completely, it wouldn't change a thing, or it would pave the way for like a normal friendship, and it'd be like, sweet, that's all I wanted. But just never asking for a friend. Word, dog, you could have it. Like, you keep him entertained. And I mean, hey, if he was like fiending for me, as long as you're like on the like thinner side and shy, I'm sure that you could win him over. So that's all you need, man. Like, that's all I look like, was just like skinny individual wearing a Hawaiian shirt and pants. So you could probably pull it off. You got this. You got this. And like, he was a conventionally, and I don't know why I say was, that sounds mean. He is a conventionally like attractive guy, but like, I don't know, like, shrug emoji. Listen, dog, it's like, I wasn't like trying to do all that. Like, I was just trying to like improve my Japanese by like speaking with you. And that's the part that kind of upset me too, is that we were speaking Japanese to each other, and he was just like, he wasn't like, he actually lived in Japan for a while, and I was saying words that he didn't know, and I was like, what? I was like, it's like, were you really there? It's like, you're making me feel bad, and it's like, well, that was that. Because it's not like I really am like super fluent. You hear me all the time when I read it on stream. I don't know a lot of words. But it's like, you lived there. How am I showing you out? But yeah, it's whatever. Show his face. That would be hard. Mostly because for A, I'd have to like send one of the mini pictures I was sent from my phone to my computer, and also I feel kind of bad. I mean, it's not like they're ever gonna see the stream, but I would feel bad if someone was like, yeah, look at this loser, and they like showed a picture of me on their stream, even if they only had a few viewers. Know what I'm saying? Skype call. Oh, I feel like I listened. Yeah, I did listen to this album. Fun story. So me and my brother went to pick up some food, and there was a real bad accident by our house, which is rare because we live in the middle of nowhere. But we ended up getting like sent all around trying to get home, and it took us like 20 minutes, and it sucked. Because like we got the food and drove back, and they were like, you can't come this way, and it's like, man, this is the one street to get to our house. We had to like go all around. But yeah, I listened to the album at that time. I guess I just never bought it. That's funny. But the car was torn up. Like, it looked like it got, what do they say, T-boned? That's what they say when, like, you're going, you hit the door, and like the car flipped over. And there was a bunch of cops and a bunch of fire trucks. Just like blocking the area. Oh, the whole reason I brought this up was because I was like texting people I used to work with Merry Christmas, and I was like really on the fence, and I was like, do I want to text him and bring him back into my, like, give him an invitation to start trying to get back into my life? And it's like, not really, honestly, like, not really. Him. Oh, there's history. No! This is that guy from work that I was just talking about. That I knew for like 2 weeks and then he quit. But that was the whole thing. It was like, I was just kind of like, do I want to say Merry Christmas? I was like, I really don't want to, again, open up the floor to being sent a bunch of like shirtless pics again. Like, unironically, I just like straight up just don't. I felt curious at, I just felt like it's common courtesy. I don't know, not even common courtesy, I just thought it'd be nice. I don't know. It also doesn't help that I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of the times I feel kind of really alone in my life. And like, I get bored. Between you and me and the floorboard, sometimes I want attention. So I talk to people like him that I know are gonna reach out to me because they're like seeking something. But then that's the other thing. It's like I feel like bad because like I'm talking, they definitely have like something in mind that they're after, and then it's all like me not really seeking that. And it's just like, no, I'm just kind of like bored and feeling alone in my life and just kind of want someone to talk to me. and like talk to me in a regard where they're actually like responding to what I have to say, and it's not like how it feels like whenever I talk to somebody. Like it feels like, I don't know how to put it. Like either they're not listening to me or I'm just listening to them because they want to say something. And it's like, it'd be nice if someone's like talking to me. It's like, if someone's like giving me the attention that I guess I seek as a woman. I never felt this way until like the last like several months. And then now it's like, dang, I guess that's what this is. Just, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's that. And then I just feel bad because I'm like, that's like not how you should talk to people. You should talk to people because you want to be their friend and like you enjoy talking with them. Like with everybody I already message, I message people all the time because I like them and I like talking to them and they're my friends. But like someone like him, it would just be, I don't know how to put it. It's almost like an affirmation seeking that I don't want to go down that like route. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I recognize on one hand, it's all like, that's mean. Like I'm using somebody. I shouldn't do things like that. But another part of me, I don't know, it's like a yearning in my chest, and it's all like, yeah, but don't you want someone to be giving you that attention? Don't you want someone to treat you like you're a pretty girl? And it's like, yeah, a lot actually. And then it's like, I don't know. And then here I am talking about it on the internet. But yeah, I've been thinking about this for like a few days, and I just feel like I'd be evil if I messaged them. I'm getting too real. I'm sorry. I'm very thoughtful. Well, I feel like a lot of people take advantage of me. Like, I tend to, like, if someone needs help with a video game or something that they know that I can do it, I usually would drop everything to help them or talk to them about it. Or if someone, like, has an anime screenshot, it's like, I know you've seen this before, what's this show? Well, I'll stop what I'm doing and check that. Or if someone texts me, I respond to it immediately. Because I just feel like those are, like, nice things that you should, like, do. And I don't know. I just feel conflicted about it. I don't know. I guess the way I think about things is maybe just weird. I sound normal, huh? Okay, well, I guess that's reassuring. I don't know. We did finish this album, though, which I will buy. Let's see, what else do I have? I don't know how much longer we're going to be streaming, not because I don't want to, but just because we might end up getting Ashvatham to Bond 5 before I know it. Let's see here. Why don't we listen to... Oh, let's listen to the new Ice Room album. Archive Volume 4. What time is it? I'll give you a range. It's after 3 p.m., but before 7. Somewhere in that range. Oh yeah, we've been over my time zone compared to yours. You're actually right. Like, straight up. Yeah, you did. First try. I actually told this whole dilemma that I just explained to all of you to my mom yesterday, and she seemed to pretty much be in the same boat of, yeah, I mean, what's the big deal? And I'm like, I don't know, it just feels like I'm being like a bad person. And was pretty much hit with the okay and I was like, dang, okay. My mom's funny. Yeah, she can be. I plan to play Elden Ring Night Rain after I eat, whenever that's gonna be. So, yesterday I said I was gonna stream it, but I didn't start until a lot later than I originally planned to. And then I got kind of upset at the world, so I didn't stream. But in theory, we might stream that tonight. I don't know. If we do, I'm gonna be in a group call with other people playing it. So, shrug emoji. I don't know. I might. We'll have to see. I feel like I've listened to this album before, and I think I had the thought that I don't really like it, but I like all the other Ice Room albums, so I feel obligated to buy this one. I was using the internet, but now I'm back. Yay! Yeah, depending on how much more bond that Ashvatham needs after we get this next level up, I might just end up hitting the dirt. But not like dying, but like, you know, you hit the dirt, like when there's like shooting overhead, like there's an active shooter, you hit the dirt. Make yourself low to the ground, keep a low profile. You know how it goes. I have New Year's Day off this year, which is pretty cool. I don't have New Year's Eve off or anything, but I mean, like, I guess I should be happy about that. I guess. I mean, I am, but that includes I have to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I get Thursday off, and then I work Friday. I hate split days so much, even when it's like in my favor like this, it makes me so mad. Celebrate with my family. I mean, we're gonna be in the same house either way, so like, even if we don't do anything, we're gonna see each other. Split days are actually the worst, but I think it's even worse when you get like a holiday off and it's like a Tuesday and your day off is like Friday, Saturday or something. Like, those really get on my nerves. And they're supposed to be, like, good, you know? But, like, I don't know. I just can't, like, help but focus on, like, the negative and stuff like that. It's like, sweet, like, I get an extra day off, but it's a split day, so I'm mad and I want to commit a crime. Yes, they do. They destroy it. And even if it's, again, just like an extra day off, then you either wake up late or end up going to bed late, and that next day is like less than optimal. And then you're just like, dang, well, okay. And also, I'll tell my mom you said hi. Oh, like Carl Weezer. Yeah, like I fully understand where you're coming from. They're the worst. When I worked at Walmart back in 2019, I used to have split days off for like my first several months before they let me pick my schedule. And yeah, there was one time they had me work 9 days in a row. And then I got 1 day off and then worked for 4 days. And then got 1 day off, and then it was just like, I'm going to like actually die. Like, they're trying to kill me and they're succeeding. Like, working at Walmart sucked. But I don't know, the good thing about it is that you can kind of just like turn your brain off when you have a job like that, and then just time will pass by, and then you come home and then you're like, okay, time to actually use my brain. But I also slept really, really bad during those couple of years where okay, let me rephrase that. I worked there only for like 9 months, but during the first like, I want to say like 6-7 months, I had a really bad sleeping schedule. Like really, really bad. I was getting like 3 hours of sleep on a good day. And it's not like I felt good, but it's like I felt horrible. Yeah, it was, like, I'm telling you, genuinely terrible. It's genuinely the worst sleeping I've ever gotten in my millions of years of life was during that year. And then it kind of got better after I lost the job, and then I started working another job, and I just had a really like packed schedule for most of that year because like COVID happened, and I also started going to like taking like college courses, and I was like, I'm gonna get my life together. And then like, I mean, COVID didn't stop me from doing that because I kind of did it for a while, and then just kind of got tired of the whole thing and stopped. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. But yeah, I used to have to get up at 6 and then like get everything ready. I went to classes at like 7:30, and then I went to work. So also I was at classes usually until like noon, and then work started at noon 30. So then I was at work from noon 30 till like 8:30, and then like, yeah, that was like my whole day. And it's like no matter how much I slept, I was always super tired because I had a pretty taxing job because it was a high-paced call center for the government during COVID. So there was a lot of calls about people calling about other stuff. They just like wanted to yell at me, and I was always like, dang, okay. I mean, I guess I needed to get yelled at today. Thanks for fulfilling that for me. And then like, I've talked about it I believe before too, but that was like really bad for my health. I lost so much weight, and not even in like a good way. It's like I had just gotten out of a poverty arc where I lost a ton of weight, but then like I was only eating like twice a day. Like I'd have a bowl of oatmeal in the morning, have my lunch at work at like 5 in the afternoon, and then just like go home, feel so exhausted I just lay in bed, sit in Discord, and then go to bed. And then it was like, yeah, I just felt like I didn't have the time to eat, and also the money, to be honest with you. So like it just sucked. So like I went from having like a terrible sleeping schedule beyond my control to getting it fixed to then having a terrible sleeping schedule again because I had just so much I had to do. But what you gonna do, right? You wish you had a call center job? I mean, you could probably find one. As long as you have customer service experience, it's not hard. Bread, water, soup. Pretty much. See, personally, my struggle meal is sleep for dinner, you know? I'll have sleep for dinner. But when I lived in Texas for that short amount of time, there were several months, like when I got that surgery and my insurance decided to not cover any of it, and it cost all my savings to pay it off. You know, like, yeah, I was having a lot of 1 can of beans for dinner. And like during the day, I'd have like a single tortilla with peanut butter on it. But you know, it couldn't have been that bad because I survived. Shrug emoji. Yeah, but that was usually, I guess, what I would say my struggle meal was. It was just like a can of black beans. And then there were times where I was like, yeah, I can't afford to get beans this week. It's like, I just have to skip dinner on like Wednesday and Thursday. You know, we just love this world that we live in, you know? Like, we just love it. Yeah, I had a surgery done. It wasn't like it was like internal surgery or anything. I say I had to get a scar removed because I did have to, because it was like painful and would just start bleeding sometimes. It was like really itchy and in a really inconvenient place on the side of my face. And then, fun story with that, my doctor did a bad job with it. And then, like, instead of helping me through like the recovery process for it, she just like skipped town and just like disappeared into the ether. So then the last like 2 years I've been having to deal with the consequences of that and having to like get treatment for it again. And you know, we just love the decisions that we make and the trust we put in others just to get let down. Can I sue for that? Yeah, but it's been several years now. So I feel like if I could have, like, my window to do so is like gone. But I really didn't think of that was the reason why. But they really did just like disappear overnight. Like, they were like, yeah, your surgery process, whatever. And then just like poof, they were gone forever. It is healed now, but like I said, I still have to get treatment for it. So like, healed in quotes? Healed in like parentheses? I don't know. We love when we have skin conditions. I'm thinking, let's see. I guess I could just look it up too. So he only needs 1,900 for this one. But what is the last one? That didn't help at all. Where's the last one? Stop failing me, Wiki. There we go. I couldn't find it. Oh, what? 1,800? Alright, dog. Alright. 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 Okay. Okay. 1,008. I'm not doing this like 20 more times today. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat something. And you said, why do I have so many? Because I've been playing the game since launch. So I have a lot of golden, silver, whatever. Been playing since launch, baby. But yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. I want to thank you for coming through, every single one of you. You can't see it, but I'm making heart with my hands because I heart you so much. All of you. Especially you, Cyrano-chan. Thank you for the subscription. I heart you. But, what am I going to eat to answer that? It's going to be... I think I'm eating some mashed potatoes. At least that's all I know that's in the house right now. I'm a vegetarian, so hey, just eating a bunch of potatoes is pretty normal for me. But yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. I'll let you know what my mom says, and I tell her that you said hi. I'll let you guys know if I end up messaging that one guy, because I crave attention as a woman, and it's destroying me mentally. But hey, I didn't say that out loud. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Salute the sun, have some fun. I heart every single one of you for coming through. HH. Bye-bye.